Okay, this video is about are hoes winning? To me, my perspective on this is this. There's two different aspects of it. There's the aspect of the man and there's the aspect of the woman. For example, men to me, one, love hoes, but they are forced to be suppressed by society and not actually consider them because they were taught basically not to take them seriously, basically. But at the same time, naturally they love hoes, and they trick themselves into telling themselves that they actually want someone who wants them even less, because for them it's like they are basically trying to feed an ego and basically, feed a chase situation. But obviously going after the thing that wants you release is going to probably make you end up unhappy, because even if that person went along with you eventually, they're still not going to exactly want you like that, because they didn't want you in the beginning. You know what I mean? And I don't know, to me, from my perspective, this is a problem I find with men. When it comes to, I guess, the dating process and things of that nature, for me it's like, I don't like their approach to things, because it's like, it goes back to that hoe mentality, where they're like, they think in their minds they aren't supposed to want someone who is a hoe, even though that's what they want. So it's like they're not supposed to want what they want. You know what I mean? And you can't be completely open and honest with such an individual, because they want someone who doesn't want them. And so from my perspective, it's always like, I can't really see how this person wants to happily start something with me when you only want me if I'm not interested in you. And if I'm not interested in you, I want you the fuck out of my face. So there's that whole component of it with men and, the whole complex of men. Now on the other side with hoes, to me it's like this. Hoes, for one, some can be winning, but it takes a certain type of person to be a hoe, basically. So if you are the type who basically has been, talking and been angry and had issues, you're an angry hoe. You're a hoe that's mad that you are being used up, basically, and you have the mentality that you are not supposed to sleep around, but you still do it, and therefore you have the conflict. Now, I honestly think this conflict isn't just with hoes, though. You could have a hoe nature, and you could not live the hoe life, and you could have the same damn conflict. Now, people never understand that, and I'm not really going to talk about that here, but I'm just pointing out that if you are living a life that you are not built for, you are going to break. And you are going to be angry, and you're going to be dissatisfied with your life, because you are living a life that you were not meant and made and built to live. Now, not all women are like that, though. Some are totally fine being hoes. If you don't look to men in that way, you're probably going to be perfectly fine. It depends, There are different things going on, the different aspects to hoeing. So many different aspects, but I'm not going to talk about that. So, to me, all in all, I do think that hoes can be winning financially, and I think that they can win, but the thing is, many of them aren't, because they aren't happy with what they're doing in the first place. Now, not all of them are. Many of them are happy with what they're doing, so they are winning. On top of it, here's another thing. I also think that the men mad at them for winning are really not mad at them for winning. They just feel like socially and society they should be shamed, because they were told that this should be shamed, This is the whole reason why men don't claim to like hoes even though they like hoes, because they were taught to be suppressed and they were taught that hoes were bad. So then they think that hoes should not win because they think that they were taught that they were bad in the first place. So that's why I think we have this whole situation where hoes are claiming they're winning, some are, some aren't, and then men are unhappy about it. But in reality, they aren't unhappy about it, because if they were unhappy about it, they just wouldn't be with hoes. I mean, they control their bank accounts. So that lets you know what's going on.